Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be doing some tapping to release the breakup that we've just gone through. We're also going to be focusing on accepting and really creating excitement for our new future, for our new life, right? So, the importance of this is that you can't really move forward until you've accepted what is, right? So many times we get stuck in disbelief that it's over or fantasizing about being able to reconnect, even romanticizing our ex and bringing them into maybe a better light than what actually was, right? So, all these things can keep us from moving forward and really being able to create new opportunities for us. An important thing to remember is that if the relationship is over, it ended for a reason. And that reason can actually be a blessing. And so it's really, really important for us to be able to step into acceptance and excitement for what's to come. Okay, so that's what we're going to be focusing on in this session. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sky Cardenas. I'm an energy healer and transformational coach. And I just absolutely am so passionate about helping people to really step into their own divinity and to be able to reveal the bliss that exists when we identify with that divinity, right? Like that is our natural state of being. It's just all this stuff gets in the way of us recognizing that and allowing ourselves to feel that. So I'm here to help guide you to realizing your divinity, to actualizing it, and to being able to source your life from it. So today we're going to be doing some EFT tapping. I really, really love this technique because it's something that you can do on your own. You don't need help for this. Once you learn this technique, you can apply it at any point. And the key to tapping is really about your self-talk, right? It's about acknowledging what's there and allowing for it. So often we try to avoid what's there or deny it or change it, right? But healing truly begins with accepting what is. So in EFT tapping, what we're doing is kind of one of the ways that I like to describe it is imagine that you come across a child, right? And they're upset for whatever reason. You don't, if you ask that child what's wrong, you don't deny them their experience. You don't say, oh, that's not really bad, right? You show compassion for them and you listen to them, you hold them, and then you start to move towards helping them to feel better, right? So I really want you to look at yourself as that child, understanding that that little child exists within all of us. We all need to be held. We all need to be loved. We all need to be told it's okay. Things are okay. They're going to be better. You're safe. You're loved. You're worthy. And so that's what EFT is really all about. It's about giving ourselves that space, giving ourselves that nurturing. And the beauty of this is that when you are able to give this to yourself, then you become completely independent and you can give yourself everything that you need so that you can overflow into the world, right? So, one of the main things that I teach or that I encourage people to acknowledge is that we are worthy and that we deserve the best that life has to offer. But that begins with us knowing our worthiness and going out there and demanding it. You know what I mean? Like accepting nothing less. And that is done by allowing ourselves to provide ourselves with what we need. That way, nobody will ever come into our lives that can stop that. You know what I mean? Like, you want to make sure that you're feeling so good and so overflowing so that when somebody comes into your life, you can overflow into each other. And once you're in that space, right, where you're grounded and giving yourself what you need, it's really easy to recognize when others can do the same for themselves. So that way you can come together and really create such a beautiful connection and partnership. So anyway, that is my hope for you, my encouragement for you. And also just to let you know a little bit about myself. I am somebody who believes in love and throws myself deeply into love. And so I've had a lot of heartbreaks. And I've definitely been in those moments where I've just been completely devastated. And then I found the techniques that I practice and that I share with you, and really was so amazed at how quickly and how easily I can let go of heartbreak, and I can help you with that. So, um, yeah, I think that's all I want to share about myself. Let's just go ahead and dive into it. So, for those of you that are new to EFT is basically tapping on your neurology, right? So, it's your neurology that carries the emotion and the energy. So, by tapping on your neurology as you're talking about the issues, you're actually helping to release it. There's been a lot of studies done on it. I'm not going to dive into it because I want to make this video a little bit concise. So, really, we're just going to be tapping on the top of our heads, right? And it's not like hard. It doesn't have to be hard at all. You're just lightly tapping, and then you'll tap like where your eyebrows begin. You'll tap on the bone along your eyes. You'll tap along the where your cheeks kind of jut out, underneath your nose, underneath your chin, on your chest, underneath, like where your ribs jut out. And for those of us who are women, you'll be tapping on the sides. I mean, men do too, but for women, we know it through like this is where your bra line is, right? So right there on either side. I do recommend that you tap on both sides because energy moves, right? So you want to make sure and that you're releasing as much energy on both sides so it's not moving from one side to the next. There's also some hand taps, and the hand taps you can do like when you want to be discreet, right? So you begin with right here, like where the wrist starts, on this side of the thumb, and on the index finger, on the middle finger. When you get to the ring finger, you're actually going to shift to the other side. And then the pinky again back to the inside. And then what's known as the karate chop. So we'll be doing all these, and you can just follow along and watch me. I have a tendency to go a little bit fast because I'm really just flowing with what's coming up. Important things to make note. This is your personal practice, okay? I'm just here to help motivate you and guide you and show you how to begin, right? But this is best done if you use your own words, if you really tune into yourself and acknowledge what's coming up for you. So as I'm leading this tap, if some other word comes up for you, please go ahead and say that instead. Okay, I'm just going to go wherever it goes. And again, honoring yourself and allowing it to take you someplace different than where I'm going. Okay. If you have any questions or any specific places you want me to go, please let me know. You can shoot me a comment in the chat, or you can always send me an email if you're looking for something specific. I'm always here to help guide you in any way that I possibly can. Okay. So one of the things that we're going to do to begin with is I want you to just kind of ground yourself and tune into how you feel about your relationship. How, on a scale of 0 to 10, how accepting are you of the fact that the relationship is over? I want to begin there. So 10 means that you've completely accepted it. You want nothing more to do with that relationship. You're completely over it. And 0 meaning that you are not over it at all and you are wanting him back and you're doing everything you can to try to figure out how to get them back. Okay? So just tuning in and figuring out what number you're at there. And when we begin, we're going to begin by feeling our chest. And there's usually a point in our chest that feels a little bit more sensitive than the rest. So I just want you to kind of feel around for that area, right? And then when you feel it, I just kind of want you to massage it a little bit, tune into it, and then start tapping here and say, even though I'm not quite ready to release this relationship, I still love and accept myself. So that's the important part, is always I love and accept myself. I'm just going to pause here for a moment. If you're not comfortable with saying I love and accept myself, then I want you to say what is true. Again, remembering that it's really important that you speak your truth in this, right? It's the self-talk that's really important. So if you're not comfortable saying I love and accept myself, then I want you to say I am open to the possibility that I can love and accept myself, or I am open to learning how to love and accept myself. Whatever is true for you, I want you to say that phrase. But the key phrase is I love and accept myself. Okay? So even though this relationship is over, and I can't quite grok the fact that it's over, I still love and accept myself. I know that this relationship is over. I know that this relationship is over. This relationship has ended. But there's a part of me that does not want to accept that. There's a part of me that's still holding on. I love and accept myself. And I love and accept this part of me that doesn't want to give up on this relationship. There is such a huge part of me that wants to really just reach out and beg for them to come back. It's so hard for me to move on. It's so hard for me to accept that this relationship is over. I thought this was the one. I really thought that I was going to spend the rest of my life with this person. I can't even imagine wanting anybody else. Just that thought, I can't even entertain it. And that's okay. I still love and accept myself. So I'm just going to pause here. Another thing that happens is that we want to sigh a lot. Sometimes we're going to cry. Sometimes we're going to burp. Sometimes we're going to fart. There's just all kinds of ways that emotion gets released from our body, right? So whatever comes up, I just want you to know that it's completely normal and to just let it flow, okay? So the more that you're able to just feel into what's happening and let it move through you, the more you're going to feel the effect of what we're doing. Okay, so you'll hear me sigh a lot, and I really want you to take that as a sign that you should also sigh and release. Okay, if you want to have some tissues handy, that can also be really helpful. Okay, so let's continue. Again, I know that this relationship is over, and I'm just not willing to accept it yet. I don't want to let go. I really want to hold on. I want to hold on to all those beautiful images that I had of us. I want to hold on to all those dreams and goals and just ways of life that we had created together. Don't want to let go of all these things that defined my life. Like, who am I without this relationship? I don't even know who I really am without my ex. That's hard to even imagine. It's hard to admit. So much of how I defined myself was based on this relationship. I love and accept myself. And I'm open to the possibility of being able to accept that this relationship is over. I don't want to do it. I don't want to accept the end of this relationship. But I know it's time. And I'm open to the possibility that I might be able to do it. I might be able to release this relationship. It's probably in my best interest to release this relationship. Even though I really don't want to, there's a part of me that wants to kick and cry and say, no, I don't want this to end. I love and accept myself. I love and accept the part of me that doesn't want this to end. And I love and accept my little puppy that also doesn't want it to end. Do you? No, no. And that's okay. That's okay. I love and accept myself. And I love and accept the part of me that doesn't want to let go. All those dreams, all those plans, it's time to let them go. It's time to let them go. It's time to think of new plans. It's time to think of new dreams. It's time to think of who I am without my ex. And even though that seems really, really scary, I'm open to the possibility of being able to do it. I mean, I'm here. I'm here for a reason. I know that I'm here to know myself. And I know that life goes on. And I know that I can go on, even though it seems really, really difficult. I know I can go on. And there may even be a future that's possible that can create even greater happiness than I had imagined with my ex. Seems really hard to imagine right now, but I'm open to the possibility that my future can be even better without this person. Maybe this was a blessing. I'm open to the possibility of seeing it as a blessing. Even though I can't quite see it now, I'm open to the possibility. I trust in the universe. I trust in the divine, even though I don't always trust myself. And even though it's really hard to trust in the divine right now, I know that things are always working for my benefit. And so I'm open to the possibility that this is a blessing and that there's a brighter future for me. I love and accept myself, even the part that continues not wanting to let go. I love and accept the part of me that still wants to hang on to this old relationship. And I'm open to the possibility that I can release this relationship. I'm open to the possibility that I might even be grateful for the end of this relationship. I'm open to the possibility that there's better waiting for me. I'm even open to the possibility that there's a greater identity of me waiting for me. That feels really good. There's a greater version of me available without this person. Wow. I'm open to the possibility that I can be better without this person. I'm open to the possibility of a brighter future without this person. I love and accept myself, and I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go now. I'm ready to step into a new future. And I'm excited about finding out who I am without this person. I love and accept myself. And I'm excited to find out who I am. I'm excited to find out what awaits. I'm excited to let this person go. Even though there's still a part of me that doesn't want to let go, that's okay. I love that part of myself too. Even if I don't want to let go, even if I want to continue to fantasize about what could have been, but even that is starting to fade now. I don't care to fantasize about him anymore. I want to fantasize about myself. I want to fantasize about what's possible. You know, there's a part of me that wasn't seeing all that was there. And I'm open to seeing what truly is and what truly was in that relationship. It obviously wasn't right. There was obviously lessons to learn. Maybe that relationship was just preparing me for who I am about to step into. So I can be grateful for that. You could be grateful for the things I enjoyed in that relationship and use that as motivation, knowing who I am by what I want and what I create. And maybe I can even create those things for myself without my ex. Maybe I can create a greater version of all those dreams, hopes, and goals that we had shared without the limitations that my ex was creating. That feels exciting. Without all the drama and disappointment. I love and accept myself. And I'm open to the possibility of a brighter future. I can feel myself letting go now. I love and accept myself. And I'm open to releasing my ex. I'm open to releasing without animosity. I know that if I have animosity, I'm just going to be attracting more of it back into my life. I don't want that. I want a peaceful, joyous, grateful, and blessed life. And I attract it by giving it to others, especially beginning with myself. So I'm open to the possibility of releasing. open to the possibility of releasing the past and embracing the future. That's starting to feel really good now. Doesn't feel as hard as it was at the beginning. Even though there might still be a little part of me in there, that's okay. I love and accept that little part of me. And now I know what to do to continue to release and accept a new way of being. And I'm going to get excited about getting to know the new version of me. It's like a mystery that I get to unravel. Who am I now? A clean slate that I get to define. I'm excited about my future. I'm excited for the possibilities. I love and accept myself. And I love and accept my future. And I release my past so that I can step into my future now. Okay, well, that feels really good. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to repeat that statement. We're going to tap through all the way using that statement. So beginning at the top, I release my past so that I may embrace my future. I release my past so that I may embrace my future. I release my past so that I may embrace my future. I am excited to release my past so that I may joyously embrace my future. I am excited to release my past so that I may joyously embrace my future. Good. Now tap it all in, lock it in, give yourself a nice big hug. And welcome back. So now thinking about that number before, remember that 10 being that you have completely released the relationship and 0 being that you don't want to release it at all. I want you to tune back into yourself and how do you feel now? Has the number moved? I bet it has. I would love to hear how your numbers moved. Please let me know. Again, you can send me an email, you can send me a chat, however you want to connect with me, and let me know how this landed for you. And again, if you have any questions or if you have any specific situations that you want to release and need help with the self-talk, please let me know. I'm here to help and be of service in any way that I possibly can. And as always, divine love and infinite blessings. Namaste.